everyone, Chanel here from Broadway Inbound. I'm back at Sardi's and I've got a special guest joining me. It is Tam Mutu from Moulin Rouge, the musical. Let's bring him in. Hey Tam, thanks for joining me.
Welcome, thank you for having me. How are you?
It's a lovely time to cheers,
Oh, yeah.
a little drinky poo. Thanks for joining.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So tell me, how are you doing right now in this new normal?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore because it's kind of, you kind of thought it was going to be you kind of hoped it was going to be a short-lived thing, and then these extensions keep happening. And now you're just like, wow, what's going on? Every day is sort of Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be no end in sight. It's weird. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm just like sort of trying to get used to walking around with masks and all those kind of things, and 6 feet apart. Everything about it. It's just a bad movie, isn't it? Really, like a really bad B movie.
So what are you doing to help keep your spirits up?
Oh Christ, I'm doing a lot actually. I'm trying to after getting sick and everything like that, and it was sort of going through that whole. I'm not watching the news as much, which is one thing. I'm just trying to started to meet that because it just got every day. You kind of felt like you should every day for a while, and trying to keep track of everything that was going on, and then I just thought it's just making me miserable. So I'll check in, less often. I'm doing still doing my exercising, lots of running, and trying to get outside. And when the weather's like this, it's lovely. Although it's just starting to get quite muggy. But I quite still would rather this than rain and snow and all the rest of it. What else? Just lots of, as everyone says, lots of FaceTime chats with everybody. Lots of 5 o'clock, cocktail hours.
Have you been in touch with your cast at all? Because you guys were all together and then suddenly not.
Yeah, I mean, I speak to quite a lot of them. We have a group chat, and I speak to a lot of them as well, like Danny and Karen. I'll check in with, and Ricky. And at first, it was like a lot more frequent, and then I think as the news is like Broadway's getting pushed back till 2026 or whenever it is. This will be the longest show that anyone's ever done. Yeah. I've been doing Moulin Rouge for 15 years, but I've only 6 months worth of work. We check in, and everyone, just checking in just to see that everyone's okay and keeping well, mainly.
Now, I have a question. Can you teach me how to sneer like the Duke?
I do. I don't know. And there's a lot of frowning. Everything I do is just frown based. Generally.
Okay. Give me a Duke frown.
So you'd be like. I think because I'm constantly frowning anyway as a person, so it would be good. I'll give you something along the lines of like this, probably. Very, very. I'd probably twiddle my mustache at the same time. No, I wouldn't do that, but it always makes it look better. It's
a bit more devious.
Yeah. The reason for my huge beard at the moment is because I've actually been growing it since we finished. I sort of made a joke that I'll carry on growing it until we get back to work. But now I'm sort of starting to regret it as it's getting hotter. It's like, oh.
I've been going back and rediscovering late 90s, very early 2000s music, and it has been a joy because I just forgot that music.
I'm trying to think who that is, because who is that? Let's have a think. Who's around that time?
It is vast. It is very vast. I have gone back and tapped into my early boy band days and just
Backstreet Boys.
Yes, NSYNC, just living the best life I can live right now.
They're great. I loved them. I thought they were great. I thought them and Backstreet Boys were brilliant persons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get killed for saying that, but I think they were. I think my first sort of boy band sort of crush, so to speak, was NKOTB. They changed their name to was the New Kids on the Block. I'm showing my age, but yeah, they were great. They were great. I loved I loved them.
You're not watching the news. What are you watching? Because we know people have got time to watch stuff.
Oh, yeah, we've watched a lot. We watched. We got through Ozark in about 5 minutes. like season
Have
3.
you ever watched it before? Did you just start?
No, we watched 1 and 2, but when 3 dropped, that was smashed literally in a night. I think we literally like a couple of nights. We've been touching back like on old things as well. Like I just decided to start watching Cheers again because you can.
Because you can, right?
Because you can.
Because you can.
Right. So and it's been brilliant. And it's like just sort of touching, sort of reminiscing when we can actually have a life.
Well, I'm finding that I'm finding joy in the small things that maybe I took for granted before. So even just like taking a bath or getting to go outside for a walk, listening to music, having time to cook. So what are the things that you're really appreciating now that you maybe took for granted before?
I love cooking. Cooking's been great,
I love cooking. Tell me, what are we cooking?
everything. I'm literally like sort of experimenting. I've gone through a phase of experimenting with lots of different banana breads, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like gluten-free, completely vegan, full-on butter sort of versions, and with just adding different things every time. So like sometimes adding things like Nutella, which think, well, maybe that might be nice. Sometimes with walnuts, sometimes with like different nuts. Just I don't know, just things just to keep it less banana bready.
Things to switch it up.
Yeah, we went through a pizza making phase, like making our own, like rolling out the dough and doing all that. That was fun for a bit. Then we went through lots of Italian, actually, lots of like making lasagnas, different sort of types of lasagna, using different pastas as well.
Have you made gnocchi yet?
We haven't actually made, no. Maybe we should do. That's a good one on the list.
What's the first thing you want to do when all of this is over with?
Trim my beard. No, I'm just kidding.
What's the second thing?
It'd be nice just to be in a room with everybody. Do you know what I mean? That's just going to be
Yes.
just to sit down and just be able to see people and touch wood, be able to like give someone a hug. That would be nice.
What would you say to fans who are missing Broadway right now?
I feel bad. Just be patient, I guess. I feel bad for them. It's hard. Everyone's struggling. We're all on the struggle bus. We're trying to stay positive. And what I would say is, we'll be back. And, we've been told that our show will be back as well, which is great. I think it's going to be, when it does open, I think it could be, pretty amazing, I think it could be an amazing thing. How they do it, how they decide to do it, whether everything opens at the same time, whether they stagger stuff. It could be like an extravaganza within, an extravaganza, so to speak. So it's going to happen because, Broadway's always been there. So, it will come back. So just, be patient and, we'll hopefully see you sooner rather than later.
Well, thank you so much, Tam, for joining me.
You are quite welcome.
And we cannot wait to see you back on Broadway.
Thank you. Bless you.
All right. Take care.
Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.